Hello everyone. Welcome to the CSS Industries Fiscal Year 20 Goal Setting Process. This presentation is intended for bonus eligible employees who are required to set goals and managers of those employees. Our agenda for this presentation: we will start out with a refresher on roles and responsibilities. We will review changes to the process. We will review the goal setting timeline. We will provide an overview of the goal-setting process using Agile performance management, and finally we'll wrap up with an overview of the process for managers. Roles and responsibilities. Bonus-eligible employees will enter their goals and make changes if the manager rejects any goals. Employees are also responsible for tracking their progress and making updates in Agile. Managers will approve or reject goals for their direct reports and monitor the progress of those goals. Functional leaders will set expectations on how frequently they would like goals to be updated. There are no major changes to the process this year. Employees and managers will agree upon goals. Goals will be documented in Agile with metrics and due dates. Goals will tie into the performance appraisal at the end of the fiscal year for bonus-eligible employees. There are a few small differences. As you already know, we have an upgraded system for performance management. Goals will now be entered into Agile instead of Wingspan. Instead of weighting your own goals as you create them, your manager will weight them at the end of the fiscal year when writing your performance appraisal. In Wingspan, only employees who were required to set goals received a task for this. In Agile, everyone has the ability to enter goals. HR will notify those that are required to enter goals via email. Goals will only flow into the performance appraisal at the end of the fiscal year for those employees who are required to set them. Employees will create individual goals, and managers will approve each one versus creating and approving goals within a goal plan. Please take a few moments to review the fiscal year 20 goal setting timeline. To create a new goal, click on Goals from your dashboard. Then click the plus sign. If you have direct reports, you will see two options. If both options appear, choose Personal Goal. Goals can be associated with one of our 5 strategic pillars, which you should already be familiar with. The strategic pillars are: defend our base with leading design, innovation, and category expertise. Build a collaborative, dynamic CSS culture to make this all happen. Identify adjacent product categories with a focus on brands. Improve return on invested capital through maximizing margins and the efficiency of our capital investments. And lastly, build an omni-channel business model to reduce our reliance on brick-and-mortar retail chains. After clicking on the plus sign, you will be taken to a screen that looks like this. Be sure to select Fiscal Year 20 from the Period drop-down. Name your goal. In the details, write how you will achieve this goal, what metrics will be used to measure progress, the importance of the goal, and any other relevant information. Use a calendar to select a due date. There will be a drop-down where you can select one of the 5 strategic pillars to associate with your goal. Note that this is not a required field. When you are done, click Submit and your goal will be sent to your manager for approval. You will need to follow this process for each of your goals. Managers will approve each goal versus approving a goal plan, as was the case in Wingspan. As explained prior to the fiscal year 19 appraisal launch, there is no longer a weight field when submitting goals in Agile. Managers will weight employee goals when completing the appraisal at the end of the fiscal year. While this is a fairly big change, it gives more flexibility as it is not always possible to know how heavily each goal should be weighted at the beginning of the fiscal year. To manage goals, click on Goals from your dashboard. From the Goals page, toggle to Fiscal Year 20. Some of the icons you will see on the goal page include an arrow, which is circled. This icon expands the goal to see details. The red clock indicates that the goal is not approved. The paper icon indicates that a comment or comments have been added. The number indicates the number of comments. If a chain link appears, this means that the goal is linked to a strategic pillar. The ellipse is circled. You can click the ellipse to expand to more options. From here, you can edit, copy, mark complete, or delete the goal. You will need to update your goals throughout the fiscal year. From the Goals page, click the goal you would like to update. Use the progress bar throughout the goal period to document your advancement toward achieving the goal. When you slide the progress bar to 100%, the goal is automatically marked complete. Both the employee and the manager can make comments to the goal via the Comments tab. This is only available once a manager approves or declines the goal. When finished making your updates, click Save and Exit. This next section only applies to managers with direct reports who are required to set goals. If this does not apply to you, you do not need to view the remainder of this presentation. All employees will see the goal option in Agile and have the ability to set up goals. This is different from Wingspan, where only bonus-eligible employees have the ability to set goals. Employees who are required to set goals will receive an email from HR with the timeline. If you allow or encourage your employees to set goals, but they are not required to, note that the goals will not feed into their appraisal at the end of the fiscal year. To begin the approval process, click the To Do from your dashboard. Managers will read each goal. From the Goal Details tab, there will be three options: Approve, Decline, or Delete. When you approve, the employee will get a notification and work toward achieving the goal. If you decline, the employee will get a notification that the goal was declined. You will be required to enter a brief description for why the goal is being declined. If you delete, the employee will get a notification. Note that you will not be able to restore a deleted goal. However, the employee that created the goal will have this option. Team goals. Note that team goals in Agile are not the same as cascaded goals in Wingspan. If you create a team goal, it will not feed into your year-end appraisal unless you also recreate it as a personal goal. A manager can create a goal for any and all of his or her employees by creating a team goal. To begin, click Goals from your dashboard, then click on the plus sign and select Team Goal. Complete all fields on the Goal Details tab just as you would for a personal goal. Then toggle over to the Assignees tab to designate which employees will receive this goal. Drag and drop team members from Available to Selected. Then click on Send Assignments to assign the goal. Each employee will have the goal added to his or her to-do list. A manager can add comments to his or her employees' goals throughout the goal period. To do so, click My Team on the navigation bar. Then click the Goals icon for the employee to which you'd like to add comments to a goal. Click the individual goal you'd like to comment on. Click the Comments tab. Click the Add Comments button. Add comments in the text box. Click the check mark button to add the comment, or click Cancel to not add comments. Click the X button to delete typed comments. A manager can review a dashboard of his or her employees' current and completed goals, as well as the distribution of those goals to strategic pillars for each goal period from the Goals tab on the My Team page. Also, managers can see the details of their employees' goals by clicking the ellipse. We hope that you found this presentation to be informative and helpful. Should any questions come up regarding the Agile Performance Management System or the Fiscal Year 20 goal setting process, please reach out to Human Resources. Thank you.